They say that it's a big rich town, yeah. But I just come from the poorest parts, yeah. They say this is where it goes down, yeah. And we just gonna tell these jokes. We gotta talk about this crazy show called Power. That Power Lord. What's up, everybody, man? I'm the one and only B Stuck, aka Deleterious Gold Chain. What's up, man? I'm back with another Power review. I got the lokes on, I got the cap on, I got the robe on. I'm trying to like set the scene. I'm trying to get into character, cause y'all, this show is crazy. Y'all know what this show is leading us to, right? I mean, the sound design, the poor acting, the funny bits, the you get to the end of your line and then the drums go doo doo doo, and it's like, all right, y'all, come on now. This ain't guiding light. This ain't evidently these are our stories on cable, and so y'all, I'm back. I gotta tell these jokes. We gotta talk about another episode of Power, aka that Power Lord. Um, I want to start it out with a couple questions, but before I get into questions, y'all, does anybody feel like this is my bold prediction for the season? And I really, really, really hope I'm wrong, but I got a feeling that Angela is still alive. And nah, I'm sorry. Like, what if? Let me just say it. Let me get it all out. Angela's still alive. She faked the death to flip on Jamie and the St. Patrick's and the Jimenez and Kanan and Tariq, like all the whole, like just the whole thing. And she gonna have the phone in the tomb to call for backup to get out of the dirt, out of the coffin, and she gonna come back and she gonna testify. She gonna probably testify on Saks Fifth Avenue. She's probably gonna testify on CGI Head. She's probably gonna talk about old girl that looked like J Lo or talked like J Lo with a lisp. And hey, that's saying, what's her name? I can't think of her name right now, but she the other agent that flipped the script on everybody. And I'm calling her J Lo too with the list. But she looked just like Pod. She looked like all the Latino characters on there. It's kind of weird. The only way you could tell the difference is that she got a lisp. So yeah, I just feel like Angela's gonna come back at the end and be like, "Ha ha! Y'all thought I was dead. Come here, Jamie, give me a kiss." But nah, man, let's get into it, y'all. Listen, man. So we're gonna start with the questions, right? So first, did y'all cry for Angela at the funeral? I mean, it was kind of sad. You know, they showed the family and they showed Paz talking to her in the coffin, and she slipped the phone in the coffin, and then Paz's son just, you know, miraculously come out of nowhere. Everybody got kids and they just kind of pop up. We just see. Then what else we got, man? Who paid for the funeral? That's gonna be the big, big thing going forward, big mystery going forward. We need to know why why the police officer head so big. Why is dude head so big? Like every scene they show him. I mean, he's not a police officer. He's an AUSA with Angela, the black dude, man. Like his head is like huge. Egghead Greg. I mean that head ready to hatch, Lord. This question is: do white people need OJ counseling? I thought about that at the funeral when Saks Fifth Avenue was like, he saw Jamie and Tasha pull up and was like, this guy thinks he's fucking OJ. And I'm like, dang, man, every time you see like a rich black dude that is seemingly avoiding the law. Like there's always an OJ comparison, and it's like, y'all, don't y'all have OJ fatigue by now? I don't know. Like, I mean, just talk to me. We need to throw that out. Did y'all see Ashley Larry at the funeral? Um, Ashley Larry was in the back. He was sitting, I think, right behind Paz and them. Then then the next one was, why was Tommy there? Another question is, what's up with the unicorn? The unicorn, old girl put a tracking device on her kid. What kind of parent is you? God dog, man, it's wild. Next question is, why is Lala like that? I mean, seriously, why is Lala like that? You know she gonna die in this season. They setting it up like she just kind of bumfuddling through the episode. I mean, through these first two episodes, she bumfuddles through all of her scenes, and it's like before you can like really focus on what she's saying or what she's doing. You look at her butt and it's like, oh, all is supposed to be forgiven. But I'm like, nah, nigga, like, there's some bad scenes you got going on. The next one is, y'all, why Tasha got a white refrigerator? And are white refrigerators a sign of poverty? Coming up soon. All right, then I think the last question is, I got two more questions. Who is doing Dres hair in witness protection? Cause damn, man, Buddy had the tight braids, man. I thought that nigga was Lena Waithe at first. I was like, dang, man, Chicago and Power up in this thing. You know what I mean? The Shy. Lena Waithe did a thing playing Dre now. I was like, damn, I thought they had recasted him around here. Then the last question is back to Paz Jr., aka J-Lo, the police officer assigned to the case. They literally have not given her any character development. And I'm wondering why. Like, why is she so angry? Why is she always trying to, like, catch someone up? And then, like, it's hard to take her serious because she got a lisp, too. All right, let's just jump right into it. So, is it me or 50 Cent just trolling us, y'all, with the opening song, with Trey Songz singing it? I really think it's punishment for Kanan getting murked off. And it's like, man, you can't have me on it. I'm gonna give you a brand new messed up version of it with Trey Songz on it. And I'm like, dang, man, get us the old one back, man. Where Joe at? Man, bring it back. We gotta get it back. It's buck wild without it. So hopefully we can get that fixed soon. I keep seeing tweets about them bringing it back, but we'll see. We'll see next week. So yeah, man, let's keep it going. We got we found out Tommy was not in the car. Ghost found out Tommy wasn't in the car, and then Ghost goes to the white dude, and white dude, he doing what he do. He's setting up, he pitting people against each other. Sound a lot like the white folks we know out here in these streets, UV. So, so that's good, man. He's double crossing. Ghost trying to make deals with the devil. So now we see, the scene immediately after that, we kind of see the setting up for the next iteration, the next generation of Power, where it's like Teen Power, the Wonder Years, where you got a young Ghost who is Tyreek. You got a young Tommy, who is this white guy, and then later on we get a young Tasha just pulling up. So it's like what are they trying to do? Like, are they trying to do like Teen Summit? Are we trying to do Teen Titans of Power? I mean, what is this new what is this new show they developing? Because you can't have a new show without the adventures of the young child. Cause the young child, man, like she done been through so much. She ain't been raised by her parents. Her grandmama, we don't know if she's had good parenting skills. We just learned her name. And then through all the trauma, now she's living in an apartment with a white refrigerator. So I mean, we gotta see how this gonna play out. Like I appreciate them trying to develop the Teen Titans of Power, but you can't have it without little Yaz. Now Yaz bitch or Yaz Queen or Yaz whatever her name is. Actually, we found out today her full name is Yasmin. I was like, damn. Like, how many new names is this little girl gonna get? Like, I mean, these are the things that I'm concerned with on the show. I know y'all might be concerned with other things, but this is the stuff that matters, ladies and gentlemen. So we also got a scene with the capos, with the distributors for Ghost. We got my guy that came up under Dre, who got all the weird faces. Like he always make faces like either A, he constipated, or B, he just found out he's the father on Mario, somebody he never had sex with, and it just makes you question like all of the returns on Mario. So that be the look on his face in every scene. Again, I don't know his name. They don't really give those characters name, but we do know the one character name. The big 8-foot black dude. They called him Grim Reaper, and then he called him BG. That's what Tommy referred to him as. So we got to figure out what these two names mean. I'm gonna be on that scene trying to go forward. But as you would know, Tommy is not being clear because Tommy don't have good leadership skills. He's just kind of like he flies off the handle. The only person that can really talk to him is Tasha. So Tasha in Era needs to be the administrative assistant to Tommy to the capos. Like she need to get hired in this whole thing. But I mean, there's a lot of conflicts of interest here, so that's neither here nor there. Tasha's a true trap queen. I'm going through my notes, y'all. I'm trying to go through what all we came through. I think the next thing I want to talk about is Lala. Man, Lala, like she stayed tripping. I don't think she's I don't think she's built for it. She freaks out at everything. And I think the only thing that kind of is her saving grace right now is her butt and the fact that her top half of her face don't move. So it's hard to know what she's thinking. So that's her one attribute. But, because the bottom half of her face move, and which is her mouth, and she say words that don't, that aren't necessarily congruent, then I don't know how far she's gonna make it. I don't think she's gonna make it through the season. And then maybe her son in the Teen Titans of Power, maybe her son becomes like the new Kanan, and goes to war with the new Ghost and the new Tommy and the new Tasha. We're gonna see. I'm setting up this whole this whole new show, y'all. Like I'm gonna be executive producing it with my Diddy robe on and the shades and the wave cap, because we gotta have fresh waves, unlike Dorian. You did. So we're gonna keep it going. Lorenz Tate really don't like ghosts. Like it comes off. It comes through on the screen. You think about how Lorenz Tate kind of got into the position that he's in. Like he once ran the streets of South Central LA as O-Dog, and now he moves to New York and is just trying to clean his life up. And he meets Ghost, and Ghost reminds him of that life that he used to live as O-Dog. And he doesn't want to be a menace to society, but he still has that menace in him. And it's so bad that even at the press conference, I mean, shouts out to everybody who thought that that was Bunny Colvin from The Wire that got the job, but that was not Bunny Colvin. That was actually Lawrence Taylor's son. He got a job now when those NFL checks ran out from Lawrence Taylor. So now his son had to go out and find some work, and he found work working for Tate, aka Lorenz, Governor Tate Lorenz. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Now, what I find interesting in this episode is that Paz, Angela's sister, was digging through her personal belongings, just trying to find answers to Angela's life, and come to find out, like she has a cell phone in the drawer. Now this cell phone has not been charged. It has not been plugged in. How does it have a full battery? We need to know that, folks. Has anybody like asked this? And that goes back to my theory. Maybe Angela is sneaking into her apartment and charging her phone up so that Paz can find it and put it in the casket, and she can get the phone out the casket. They find it, they dig up, boom. Then the show kicks into high gear. I can see it. Otherwise, we just stuck with a phone in a drawer, and it's been there for weeks, and it ain't been on the charger. I don't think that phone has ever been on the charger, to be honest. Like that's the old phone Greg used to call on back in the day. So I mean, unless it's like the old Nokia phone that come with the bag, like we got to figure this out, y'all. Like, I mean, that is a badass phone that needs to hit the market, because I know even now my phone ain't lasting. You feel me? So I wanted to jump in and go back to the Teen Titans of Power, and just kind of talk about a scene from Them Thrones. I mean, a quote from Them Thrones that I'm bringing to Power, and actually you can kind of apply this to real life, is that love is the death of duty. So you see young Ghost, aka Tyreek, falling for this new Tasha with the natural, and we're gonna see if he gonna stay on his game, on his duty of bringing his father down, and trying to like really solidify himself, or does love become the death of his duty? I'm curious to see how that plays out. It's really hard to put like the deepness of those quotes into a show like Power, but we'll see. You got to find some kind of interest going forward. So I think just to kind of sum this episode up, is like I would almost sum it up, like being really falling back into the clutches of circumstance. Everybody is in a clutch of circumstance where Ghost thinks he kills Tommy, and simultaneously thinking he's clear of the drug game, when Buddy's pulling him back in. Tasha thinks that she has some kind of liberations over Ghost, but then she gets pulled back in. Turtle from what was it, Entourage. Turtle can't act well, man. Like his scene's been off to me, because you can always tell when like the scene ain't going the way they want it to go. They throw like some sound design, and it'd be like they used the Law and Order soundtrack for this episode. It was mad Law and Order-ish. So it was just kind of funny seeing him, but he was falling back into the clutches of circumstance, thinking that, hey man, I'm free and clear, my ex-wife, and I got my daughter, and bam, he right back in the game. Lala thinks that she has some kind of liberation, and thinks she's really falling for Tommy, or she got some influence over Tommy, and boom, she find out the hard way. So, this was a clutch of circumstance episode. We just got to see what the show has for us going forward. We got to find out who paid the funeral We gotta find out why Buddy Head's so big. I mean, maybe he's like eating fish or something. He's having like an allergic reaction, and like his brain, like just gets bigger. Or I mean, I don't know. Like maybe it's global warming. I don't know. I think I think Angela was a tough character to say goodbye to, and it just feels like real abrupt for her to pass on. But I mean, maybe she's gone, but maybe she's not. I'm a hold tough to my theory. Y'all let me know if I'm right in that, and we hope that we hope to see Lena Waithe, aka Dre. We hopefully find out who's been doing his hair. He always had weird facial expressions too. Like everybody, like I guess the directors be like, act like you smell a fart, but you can't tell nobody that it's you. And then it's like everybody do that kind of look, like they stare into the middle distance. So y'all, I will be back here next week reviewing your show. As you see, like the power came back on, but we still with the fresh threads. I am the one and only B Stuck, aka Deleterious Gold Chain. Hey, why is his name? Who do you know named Deleterious? Like, is that a real name? Wow, that's so funny. I love to say that, man. But now Silver dead, he ain't coming back. James made sure that nigga was gone. So I just wanted to say that. So I'm the one on the Be Stuck, Deleterious Gold Chain. We out here, y'all. Next week, another episode of That Power Lord. Peace.